Week 13, timeline, age of exploration. So we're just going to do this and this. Age of exploration, circa 14, this is ASL 14, circa 14 to circa 1600, so this is a 6 in ASL, so 1600, Prince Henry, so we do our ASLP and our sash to show royalty. Prince Henry founds School of Navigation. Okay, so you just pull it out like a telescope. So Prince Henry founds School of Navigation, slave trade in Africa. We always do this for Africa because in the song on the CD they do drums on that part. So slave trade in Africa, Gutenberg, ASLG, and then we're going to put 2 G's up and we're just going to go up and down like a printing press. Gutenberg's printing press, Shanghai in Africa. Tsar Ivan, so ASL-I, Tsar Ivan the Great, so this is great in sign language, of Russia. So we take our hands, put them right here, that's also the sign for Russia in sign language. So Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia, the Spanish Inquisition. So we make this go from our shoulders down in the front like a cape. The Spanish Inquisition. We'll pull our sword for the Inquisition part. So all together. Age of exploration, circa 1400 to circa 1600. Prince Henry founds School of Navigation, slave trade in Africa. Gutenberg's printing press, Shanghai in Africa. Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia, the Spanish Inquisition. Okay, that's the song and the hand motions, and then we will just pull off the dice, roll it, and do what it says. Math. We have a liquid equivalence, and I drew a gallon guy, so his body is the G for gallon. Then on each corner he has a quart. There's a Q marking that. And then on each quart there's 2 things coming out with P's. And then out of each P there's 2 smaller things coming out with a C on it. And then a little 8 on each of those. So it's kind of like his body, his arms, his hands, and his fingers. It makes him up, and it's just a nice visual to help remember. So math, 8 fluid ounces equal 1 cup. This one gets chanted. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equal 1 pint. 2 pints equal 1 quart, and 4 quarts in a gallon. Okay, one more time. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equal 1 pint. 2 pints equal 1 quart, and 4 quarts in a gallon. Okay, that's math, and we would just take turns with people coming up and pointing to the different parts of gallon guy while we sing it. So English, compound prepositions. Compound is 2 things coming together. So we're going to use hand motions for this and sing compound preposition according to. So this is the ASL sign for information. According to, in addition to, we're just going to make a little plus sign. In addition to, except for, so this is the ASL sign for except for. This is not, this is except for, or except. In front of, so we're just going to put one hand in front of the other. In front of, the one hand's going to go out. Out of, see if you can see that, and then instead of, so the one hand goes in front of the other, then this hand goes out, and then it comes back and pushes that hand out of the way. Compound prepositions according to, in addition to, except for, in front of, out of, instead of. There are 6 compound prepositions. positions according to, in addition to, except for, in front of, out of, instead of. There are 6 compound prepositions. Okay, that's English. History, tell me about the Kush. I just did a picture on my board, but I will say and sing it. So tell me about the Kush. The Kush mined gold along the Nile River from 2000 BC to AD 350. The Berbers traded gold, iron, and salt in the desert. So I have Kush, he has gold next to the Nile, 2000 BC to AD 350, and then the Berbers over here are trading gold and salt. So, the Kush mined gold along the Nile River from 2000 BC to AD 350. The Berbers traded gold, iron, and salt in the desert. The Kush mined gold along the Nile River from 2000 BC to AD 350. The Berbers traded gold, iron, and salt in the desert. Okay, and then for this one, we're just going to roll the dice because they really like that, and they want to do it for more than just one thing than the timeline. So that's what we're going to do with that one. Latin noun cases. Latin is repeating itself now. Yay! So this is the same thing that we did for week 1 and 2. Latin noun cases, nominative, subject, accusative, direct object, dative, indirect object, ablative, objective, prepositions, genitive, possessive. And because this is familiar, everyone will take turns behind the board. Latin noun cases, nominative, subject, accusative, direct object, dative, indirect object, ablative, objective, prepositions, genitive, possessive. And science, what are some parts of the geosphere? This is put to the tune of Wipe Out, and we will use Bob for this one. What are some parts of the geosphere? Some parts of the geosphere are core, mantle, crust, hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, make up the earth and atmosphere. What are some parts of the geosphere? Some parts of the geosphere are core, mantle, crust, hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere. They make up the earth and atmosphere. Geosphere! Okay, so then we have geography. Western Africa. Okay, and here's a song to help remember the places and locations. Oh, Western Africa, Atlantic Ocean, the Senegal River, in ancient Mali. Because in ancient civilizations, ancient Mali was about right there. So, the Senegal River, in ancient Mali, the Niger River, curves over the Ivory Coast, the Sahara Desert, most of the north. We'll sing it again. Oh, Western Africa, Atlantic Ocean, the Senegal River, in ancient Mali, the Niger River, curves over the Ivory Coast, the Sahara Desert, most of the north. Okay, yeah, I had more to it than that. Let's try that again.